Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to clear something up here. Whenever I pre-watch my videos before I post them, I notice that all of these spots on my hands are really dark. And although I do have lots of moles, and of course I have liver spots, they're not really that dark in person. It's because I record in high definition. So they just look really dark. So if anybody's worrying about me needing to see my dermatologist, well, for one thing, I've already asked him about that one. He says nothing, but and like over here on the side of my arm, I got a really dark spot. It's not that dark. Okay, so don't worry, I'm okay. All right, let's see. If I can make a long story short, I'll try to. We had sewer problems. We couldn't use our toilet or run water down our drains for nearly a week. And in the midst of all of that, my husband needed to go up to, do you have a Menards in your community? You know, one of those great big, it's like a Home Depot and steroids. Well, he had ordered something and he needed to go pick it up. It just happened to be not too far from, the craft stores. And I asked him, I said, I need to get out of this house. I need to go use a toilet I can flush. Yeah, Trippy's here. And I said, can I go with? He said, sure. So he went up and got his stuff. I used their public restroom. I didn't look at much of anything in Menards. And so I said, I want 15, 20 minutes at Michael's. He said, fine, take all the time you need. I knew I had gift cards that I had not used yet. So I wasn't spending money because we were dropping a boatload on having to have our sewer lines dug up and replaced. Anyway, so even though Trippy wants to be up here with you, hang on, let me see if I can show you his beautiful face. Sometimes he lets me. There's his beautiful face. Yes, there's my Trippy Chip. Huh? Yes. Okay, I'll put him down and I'll show you what I got. And of course, I got absolutely something I did not need. I got their $5.99 paper pads. Ha! He's not going to let me put him down. You know, the $5.99 Craftsmith paper pads. I got 5, but I got 2 of one of them, and they only had 2 pads left. And of that particular. And I looked at it. I'd seen people showing it. Of course, you've seen all of these before. But I saw people showing that one pen. I said, I really like that. I think I really have to have that one. And I'm glad I went because I did get it. However, I'm going to put you on your back again. Jippy. Today is 1 month since my Punky Poo went on his next great adventure. And Trippy, he'd be an extra lovey. Say hi, Trippy. Yes, there's my Trippy. Trip. Okay, buddy. You really are going to have to hop down. So I'm going to show you these paper pads from kind of my least favorite, but still found some really good pads in it, really good papers in it. And the fact that the papers were small, and he's going to come up again. The fact that the patterns on the papers were smaller and good for card making. Yeah, this ain't going to work out. The first one was Gilded Estate. And no, lay down. Okay, lay down. Be a good boy. Lay down. Gilded Estate. And if there's one pattern I hate, it's this one right here. I hate that pattern. They put it in everything. I have some desert prints, like terracotta. I think there's a pad called that. And they use this print all the time. And I said, why do they use that pattern on paper all the time? Okay. I like this one. And it's weird because I don't do flowers, but I do like that one. And this one, the print is small. The print is very small. Very good. And someone pointed out that they do coordinate the colors. The blue here, the blue there. And I've always liked that about Craftsmith papers. I liked it when they were putting in the cardstock for you. See, small prints. Pull it out here a little bit. Small prints. And these are easily cut out embellishments. They're circles, they're squares, just a little bit of wavy, and this might even have a punch that'll punch that out. But even for somebody like me that absolutely detests Lowe's and hates fussy cutting, and Not much on the bows, but at least it's a small print. I've seen so many pads where they're huge prints, like there's 12 bows on the page, and I was like, huge. This one I can take. I'm not the bow person. Look somewhere else to find bow people. Okay, this is a very commonly used design, intersecting circles. And I don't like it. And of course I got two of them. The pinstripe. Very tiny pink pinstripe. Pink. That's okay. I've got lots of pink paper. Pam, where have you gone? Oh my God, I almost said punky hair all over me, but I got trippy hair all over me. And see, smaller designs. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some large prints in here. And these are some very good cut aparts too, that you can use for card making or covering, doing covers. And this is not too bad. I know I'm going too slow. See, tiny, the prints are tiny. A lot of them are tiny. And this is my least favorite. So, and more tiny prints with the tiny yellow flowers. And this god-awful mess. Okay, and this is still not too bad. Yeah, this could be used as a background, I guess. And gold's not bad. I'm coming into gold. And there's, looks like linen or something. And see, there's the pink in the smaller print. Smaller, closer stripes that are closer together. And I like this cornflower blue with the gold. And the green with that damask pattern. Damask or damask, as a lot of people pronounce. The leaf pattern's pretty nice. These are for 6x6 cards or journals. Border strips, which are still pretty. And no. Ooh. No. I would pause it, but the chaos that is my crafter. Get down and stop that. Something else I was going to show you, but apparently he wanted to play with it first. Ugh. Okay. I think you got the hint. Sorry. Cats. Pink polka dots, which is adorable. And then smaller leaf, look like skeleton leaf prints. And that might be it. Nope, not yet. Not quite. And still, small prints. So I think maybe they heard the cries of card makers. And that was my least favorite. Okay. I'll put this over what and then this is my next to the least favorite, I think. And again, no, this was my least favorite. That was my next to the least favorite. This was my least favorite because it has all these big patterns. Maybe not. I don't know. These are pretty. No, I do like these. Small patterns. Small patterns. Yeah, I like this one. You can use this. You could put this on a card, cut that off and use it on a card. But this is really pretty. Almost looks like, I don't know, broken glass. Very pretty. I like that sage behind it. Very small prints. I don't know if you can see that. Very small print. Okay. Very small print again. Yeah, I do like this one. Very small print. Even this is very small print. He said, thank you, Craftsmith, for hearing us. That we wanted some small prints for card making. Or other things. We just don't need that. There are still scrapbookers that do 12 by 12 layouts. I understand that. But it almost is, a minority of what we do. Okay. Like that one. That's pretty. Those are marigolds. Okay. See the small print. And like I said, I know everyone has seen this, but I just wanted to make sure that the card makers saw how small the prints are. Okay. Like I said, this is mostly pink and blue, but it's very, very pretty. Yeah, small prints. This is one of those, what the heck do I do with that pages? And again, the small prints. It's pretty, but it's a little loud. And then we have the cut aparts. Okay, so I like that one. And I really like this one, the Seafoam Vacay. And I like the stuff that has to do with the beach and the sea, and I don't know why. I like the colors in this one. Small patterned shells. Usually they're great big like this on a 12 by 12. This, yeah, you can cut that down and make cards out of it. Or you can just cut it apart and use the back to line the inside of your cards if you don't like this one. And then the cut aparts are very large though, but still pretty. This looks like a beach mat kind of thing. Those are kind of shocking. These are very pretty. This is very pretty for background. Another page of small seashells for card making. A nice background. Looks like a woven. And somebody said they didn't like the bugs. I like the bugs. The bugs are cool. I really like the bugs, actually. I mean, look at the bugs. They've got patterned bodies. Patterned paper bodies. I just think they're cool. They look like a bunch of, I don't know. Let's see. That one looks like a rhinoceros beetle. And then this, the pebbles. The 6x6, of course. This painting, it looks like it's been painted on a canvas. I like these. This reminds me of more of Egyptian than it does, you know, it reminds me of that kind of tree than it does of the beach. And then this is a good one. This is a good one. I like polka dots, but stripes are good too. And we got that weird pattern again. Not too bad though. At least it's small for card making. And then this small pattern, got another large one, but you could also cut it out. Cut that out to make a card and fill in this space with your sentiment. This is small. This would be great. Borders for cards. You can use those borders for cards. Just remember that. Or even on the inside of your card. And then there's that. Oh, there's one more. That one. I kind of like that one. Is there one more? Nope, that was it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the one that I really like, that I got two of them. Okay. You're going to be surprised. I really liked Farmer Jane. And I like the colors. I like the composition on the pages. So, you know, it's the farmhouse theme. I know. I have lots of chicken paper too. Recollections had a chicken paper that actually came out and competed with the Graphic 45 chicken paper. I think it was Graphic 45. So I do have lots of chicken paper. So this is a very, and that's that Delft blue, D-E-L-F-T. No, stay back. He's back. And very, very kind of rustic looking flowers. Nice size cut aparts for cards or the front of a journal. Very pretty. Very. I looked at these pages and that reminded me, like these with the flowers and the soft prints like this, reminded me of Holly Hobby. So maybe this reminded me of Holly Hobby. And my daughter had a Holly Hobby when she was little. And that also, you know, just reminds me of a farm doll, you know. I like the blue wood grain. I think that actually Hobby Lobby may have heavy duty paper that looks like wood planks, and it may have this color in it. I'm not sure. And there's chicken paper. I actually have a chicken die. And there's the wheat and the gold. Not so much, the gold I don't think belongs in this pad. But there, again, reminds me of like a Holly Hobby dress. And this one. Again, smaller prints, and the cut aparts are just excellent. Except I would go crazy going around that. I don't think I have a die that will go around that. And then this is the one throwaway page. Just nothing to do with it, you know. Like I said, this is one of those pages you could cut it to line. If you have using a darker card base, you could line it with that. Love the rust color. Roosters and chickens. Love the veggies. Love the flower print. I know. You're saying, who is this person? And then it's got all the farm animals. Of course, it has this, what do they call it? The obligatory 6x6 thing. And this looks like the front page. But the front page, I think, is blue. Not the front page. This one, yeah. You get one in blue, one in green. Almost the same. This, almost. And this is not even too bad. It's a very small plaid. Like I said, they sized them down, the print down to where we can now make cards with them. Again, like Holly Hobbie dress. Only Holly Hobbie was always blue, I think. And a veggie page. And another what do you do with it page. But what you could do with it is cut this out because it's just trees. You might get 2 backgrounds for, or right here, for a A2 card. Right here. And the rest uses to line your cards. So I do get 2 of the Farmer Jane. And what I also got was, I tried to go in and find some cardstock that may work well with, I've got lots of blue cardstock, but I thought some of this cardstock like this would go with this one. And you just keep going, don't you? So I did pick up a couple. They were buy one get one 50% off. And all of this cost me, with my gift card, it cost $35. And it made me happy at a time where I was just about at my wit's end. So anyway, thank you for sticking around. That was 17 minutes of stuff you already saw, but I do appreciate it. And maybe my soft, lulling voice gave you a little ASMR and you might have napped. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll be back later with another video to show you some things that I've been doing, all right? Thanks for watching. Bye.